Hello, everyone. We are the Foundation Focus Consultants, and today we will be discussing our big ideas for the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation. My teammates and I have put together our individual skills to properly assess the right tools needed to help improve the foundation in specific areas. I'm happy to now introduce my teammates and the topics they will be discussing this evening. First, we'll have Bobby and Randy discussing their future ideas for events. Then Meredith will be discussing grants. Panwa, Amber, and myself will then discuss our plan for improving social media engagement. Our agenda this evening will continue on with events, grants, social media, internship programs, and we'll be closing with any final takeaways that you may have for us. I will now pass it off to my colleague Bobby.
Thank you, Sierra. Now, at the core of everything we're bringing to you today is Ryan and the Foundation's mission statement. It was really a pleasure for all of us to put in so much work for such a great cause. And our next event is one that will enhance promotion, awareness, and revenue for RPO, while also being a night to remember. It's the RPO Foundation Casino Night. This is one of the big projects that we had discussed in our original meeting with you guys, in which we shared a passion to bring it to life, because we knew how much of a hit it could be. So what we've done is we've provided for you a detailed plan of action to bring the Las Vegas casino experience to Rockville Center. So Randy will now introduce how an event like this works and how we can make it happen.
What is a casino night? This is a fundraiser where Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation will bring Las Vegas to Rockville Center. Here, you will host a night where guests arrive and experience the fun and excitement of playing in a real casino, but all of the winnings will go to supporting the foundation. On this night, guests will have an excuse to have dressed up and have fun while supporting a great cause. Upon arrival, all guests will receive a predetermined amount of casino chips, which is based upon tiered level chip disbursement, which will be decided by the guest purchase point. These chips will ultimately become the donation, as no real money can be run as a result of gambling. Throughout the night, floor managers will be actively working the floor, motivating guests with specials to garner additional donations and sell additional chips to players who have run out of chips while gaming. At closing, casino winnings will be exchanged for raffle tickets at a sample rate of one raffle ticket for every $200 in chips, allowing raffle ticket holders a chance to win for one of the donated prizes. How do we make this night happen? We start by contracting with Casino Party for You, where we'll pick and arrange the opportune day to host this casino night, which will be held at St. Agnes Parish in Rockville Center. To provide a true casino experience and help aid in sales, we have contracted with Casey's Cocktail and Kitchen, who will cater food and drinks at a cost of $54.90 per person, which will be included in our event price. As participants cannot walk away from the event with money, we will be seeking to source prizes for donors, further reducing investment costs. My colleague Bobby will now discuss the necessary financial and expound upon our recommendations further.
Thank you, Randy. So these final recommendations for the RPO Casino Night are just guidelines that show a smooth transition through the execution process, ultimately ending in a very profitable event. Before I go any further into the slide, everything in it is simplified. In the binder, we provided a detailed table compiling the financial expenses and forms of revenue showed here, and dives deeper into why each of these decisions makes sense. Now, the night should be about 4 hours in length, 3 to 3.5 for the main events, then finishing with raffles and prize announcements. Our goal is to have a minimum 100 guests there, which I won't think will be a problem just due to the amount of support that RPO has in the community and how convenient and local this event is in Rockville Center. To promote participation and enough opportunity for everyone, the best strategy is to rent 8 tables. 1 craps, 2 roulette, 3 blackjack, 2 poker, and 1 money wheel. Which all of this will only take about one side of the parish center. And now to immediately meet these costs and break even, it would only be an $100 entry ticket. That's why we're recommending an $150 ticket. This price is expensive enough to automatically cover expenses while collecting additional profit, but it's also cheap enough for a night out. That includes a full bar and food. And this especially is affordable for friends of Ryan's and others his age. Following these recommendations of the RPO casino night, it would accumulate an initial profit of $4,760. And I say initial because that's a projected minimum. There is still more to be made from purchasing of extra chips and the money wheel. Explanation of the money wheel and how to customize it is also in the binder. And finally, before we get into the next topic, I'd like to show you this table that Casino Party For You actually provides. Now this table just gives you the correlation between how many guests you have and how many tables they think you should rent. So this is where we got the information of the 125 to 150 guests and the 8 tables to be rented. And I want you to have this because in the situation where there are more guests, 200, 250, 300, that you know how many more tables you should be renting to have a safe and participation-filled event. I will now pass you to Meredith, who's going to give you her grant recommendations.
Thanks, Bobby. During our initial meeting, it was noted that the foundation has only applied for 1 grant and has been having some challenges in finding new opportunities. To address this concern, we propose subscribing to a grant research software service. After meeting with a member of the Malloy grant team, we found Instrumental to be the preferred platform. This is due in part to its user-friendly interface and competitive pricing. Instrumental provides comprehensive grant research and management services tailored just for nonprofits. In this platform, users can discover tailored grant opportunities, initiate the application process, and track all application milestones. In addition to these features, Instrumental offers live grant writing tutorials and webinars that may offer assistance and guidance for the application process. We would also recommend granting the student intern access to this platform. The intern can help assist in finding and tracking new grant matches and elevate any application updates or milestones to the larger board. More detailed instructions for signing up and accessing the platform are all available within the binder. Regarding costs, Instrumental offers 3 different subscription tiers. We would recommend moving forward with the basic plan, priced at $179 per month. Once you are enrolled, typically the site offers a 2-week free trial, but we were able to work directly with the Malloy grant team, and the university can gift the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation a 1-month free trial. This screenshot depicts the homepage of Instrumental. By applying suitable filters that align with the foundation's mission and goals, we have identified numerous grants for which the foundation may be eligible for. After carefully evaluating the grant matches on the platform, we have identified a potential grant that closely aligns with the message of the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation. This grant is offered by the J.L. Smith Family Foundation. The goal of the J.L. Smith Family Foundation is to award grants to organizations that promote family values, support the advancement of healthcare, and service the disadvantaged. One of the many projects that the J.L. Smith Family Foundation supports are suicide prevention efforts. The foundation seeks to grant money to organizations that research ways to prevent suicide and also help with family and loved ones cope with their loss. The J.L. Smith Foundation typically awards 20 grants per year, exclusively to U.S.-based organizations. Their awards range anywhere between $6,000 and $20,000 per year. More detailed information in regards to the application and guidelines can all be found within the binder. We would recommend the foundation to initiate this application process, and if awarded, the proceeds can be used to either fund the casino night or an up-and-coming Sources of Strength program. In addition to private grant opportunities, we also explored corporate grant initiatives. Within the Instrumental platform, we found 3 corporate grant initiatives that your organization qualifies for. We have also shared the award ranges and their deadlines. The binder also has more information on how to apply for these grants and their requirements. We want to note that the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation can apply for both the Target and the Long Island Community Foundation grants multiple times throughout the year. This will allow you to maximize the potential awarded funds during your desired year. Our last recommendation within the grant section is to apply for Google Ad grants. This is a free tool that the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation is eligible for just by being a 501c3 organization. As a result, the foundation is eligible for up to $10,000 in free ad spending every month. When used effectively, this funding can help boost the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation's online presence and drive traffic towards the newly designed website. With an increase in website traffic, this has the potential to attract and expand the donor database. Please reference the binder for a more detailed explanation on how to initiate this process. And now I will take it to Panawat to dive into the social media strategy.
Thank you, Meredith. Pertaining to social media enhancement, we research and analyze social media data and suggest these upcoming strategies as a means of growing the foundation's profile and achieving the foundation's social media goals. Starting off, the profile in its current state is absolutely fine. There is foundation information, foundation bio, and the website, which is great, but there are key areas in which information can be improved and consolidated, which Amber will be discussing further. I will be focusing on maximizing outreach and content organization of the foundation's Instagram page. So when it comes to understanding Instagram analytics, the approach that we used was initially looking at all the analytical information that you've provided to us and mainly focusing on the data pertaining to account outreach. From there, we can acknowledge content strength and weaknesses within the social media page. The analytical data shows us that posts containing events and flyers, photos of the community, and photos of Ryan perform better than content like quotes, stock images, and other resources. We thus suggest that the social media page consistently posts higher performing content as Instagram posts and utilize Instagram's other key features for the other forms of content. Not only will this organize and polish the page, but also promote content that was otherwise struggling to generate interactions. Along with Instagram posts, key features of Instagram such as stories, highlights, and reels should be utilized when presenting content such as quotes, stock images, or other resources. Steps to using these will be located in the binder, but essentially organizing content into these 3 categories would help consolidate, promote, and polish the entire page as a whole. For example, here's a potential outline of how to organize the type of content and where it should go. Many major companies and foundations use these features to better communicate to their target audience and further expand to a larger basis. The more navigable and consolidated a page is, the easier it is for an organization to communicate to both existing and potentially new audiences. Ultimately, having a well-maintained social media page is significantly beneficial to the foundation as a whole. I will now be handing this off to Amber.
Thank you, Panawat. As he addressed, we analyzed your Instagram profile. Pictured here is your current page with a bio, link to the website, and useful content. It's a great start, but can be enhanced with a few features. We have a few recommendations in order to enhance your Instagram profile. First, we included the link tree that includes several useful links for easy accessibility. Next, we included story highlights. As Panawat mentioned, there are other ways to post on Instagram and still have everything be shown on your profile. This allows you to prioritize posts that statistically do well on your feed. Then, we have included some other graphics pictured in your feed to evenly distribute information and make it more engaging to your followers. This can be monitored by the marketing intern that will be discussed later in the presentation. Additional information about the link tree, story highlights, social posts, and the enhancement of your social profile can be found in the client binder. One of the deliverables mentioned earlier was the link tree. This is what the link tree looks like, providing the logo, foundation name, and mission statement at the top. Key links are provided at the base for easy accessibility. Some of the links we decided to focus on were the donations page, which brings you directly to the PayPal page for donors. The next link was the website for easy access to all the essential information associated with the foundation. Lastly, we included the links to your social media profiles to promote engagement. Additional information pertaining to the Linktree and other features that can be included are found in the client binder. As mentioned, here are some of the social posts we created to help your social media presence and overall aesthetic. The first is for the event proposed earlier in the presentation for a casino night. Next is to promote the grants offered through your foundation. Last, to honor the grant recipients, we also created a post to acknowledge them. To provide guidance in a posting schedule, a content calendar was created from May to December. It includes the frequency you should be posting to establish consistency across your socials. This can be monitored by the marketing intern that will be discussed later in the presentation. The rest of the content and calendars can be found in the client binder. Next, Sierra will be addressing the internship proposal.
Thank you, Amber. To continue our social media plan, our next idea would be to implement a social media intern to maintain brand awareness. We would like to partner with Malloy University's Career Center to give students the opportunity to help the foundation increase brand awareness and engagement. We are looking for eager students who have an interest in digital marketing, creative writing, and experience with managing multiple social media platforms. To briefly reference the full job description listed in the binder, the position will have flexible hours, compensation, and require 10 hours a week. The application will be posted on Malloy's Career Center and Handshake. As we conclude our presentation, we would like to thank the Ryan Patrick O'Shea Foundation for the opportunity, and we hope our suggestions for events, grants, and social media will benefit the foundation. We will now open the floor up to any questions you may have for us. Thank you.